You got one person looking at me and smiling. Well, I'm like totally like here, the fun guy, the now guy, do my thing, which was really like in San Francisco. Of course, people really vibe to that because they are like that. Like back here now in Germany, it's very, very different. Interesting experience though. Yeah, lots of difference in mentality. But still, the thing is, life is a party, which means you got to do your thing, or rather, to do your thing, and have a party, have a ball, even though nobody else has, and people look at you like you're weird. You know, that's the truth, and that's the truth that will set you free. Brought to hereby Realize to Actualize, the Now Show. Also, kindding.com. Check it out right here, right now. And we're evolving as we go on. We're changing in nature. We're becoming more natural. That's really the key. And how we're not really so much driven anymore. Driven by the agenda, by what we have to do, what is expected of us, by what we seek, what we look for in this world, in others, in relationships. But again, the art of relationships, of really learning, of knowing we are all one, that I'm just another you and you're just another me. But yeah, this is all something to be experienced. And that's what these programs, these videos are all about, and Realize to Actualize is all about. People are really stupid here. Well, you know, again, they're different. They're just different. You look at people here and you just make a funny movement, they don't even look at you. But still, the point is, again, however people look at you, like kids in school, you know, already with other kids playing around, you know, and bullies starting, like, what are you looking at? Just you're looking at somebody in school. And they're like, what are you looking at? Because they learned that. We all learned that from our parents and from the society we're born into, the society we live. Yeah, alles Verkauf. Everything is about selling something. We're not really selling anything here because this is free. This is totally free, and this is about freedom because this is about freedom. But at the same time also it's priceless. I mean really, what is money? If you think about that. Das ist ja nicht. Der geht genauso wie der Andreas, ja? Schein Andreas, das tun. Still nobody dancing. We're still looking for somebody to dance. I'll dance with you, baby. Yeah, wow. We like Mission Street in San Francisco. Like 17th, 18th and Mission. Dancing with Zora here, right? You know, I was dancing with her. You know, you're watching Zora. Naughty, naughty. It's a little bit more quiet, maybe. Oh, yeah. Yeah, wirklich, very interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, kind of a little bit, look at this and compare it to San Francisco. It's very lame. Straßenfest, street party, And check out my playlist, Life's a Party. Definitely, check that out. That's really the spirit of really having fun. And being, expressing oneself. Fun. Check out my friend Anat. She's really like the poster child of that. One of the many, many amazing San Francisco spirits. But ultimately it's all about spirits. We all are spirits. It's about the spiritual, of which the physical was created. This world was created out of that. But anyway, we talk about creativity, we talk about lives and art. Again, check out some of my videos under Life is a Party. So that's really the idea that, it's not only to co-create that together, but in order to co-create it together, we need to start creating it for ourselves. To be it for ourselves. To be that, to be creative. To be aware of how we create and that we create and how I think myself to be. That's how I create myself to be. I am what I think. I create what I experience. And that's really, again, we're talking here about Marilyn Monroe had that, the human experience. We're going through the Leidensweg, as we say in German, the way of suffering. And always taking on suffering and carrying suffering around and creating suffering. So to create something new is really something that I myself am learning. I want to learn. I need to learn. You got to learn to walk around people. That's how that is in life. Many times we can get in each other's way. Which is also, the reason for why people argue and fight. Because people get in the way of each other. And because we learn also, about getting my way. My way is also about what I want. I want exactly what I want, when I want, how I want, and what I want. And if you are the way I want you to, then things are cool, And but if you're different and difficult and challenging, I don't want to have anything to do with you. That's actually not really funny, because that's really the truth. That's the reason for why there's war and friction between people. It comes from violence. Because what are you looking at?
Und noch eins von den PGs.
The PGs. Yeah, in San Francisco, everybody would be dancing, the whole street. Actually, we can just pretend that, but rather just be that. Just be that. The music, awesome music, but really, it's pitiful. Oh yeah, it's German. And even when you dance here, like I've been just dancing, I'm walking around here and dancing to myself. I've always been like this. Again, natural in San Francisco and people love it there. But here people look at me like, in different ways. But again, that's, the lesson here, regardless of how people look at you, there you go. The name of those chips. Be natural. And that's me, this nature. Wie ich so bin. And again, that's exactly how that is for all of us. We all are like that, the way we are, right? And I really think it's important, to allow each other to be that way, to be who we are, without trying to change each other or control each other because we're not the way we are or we want other people to be. Again, life is learning. It's about what you learn from that, and to learn, through that, about yourself. You don't really make it about, the other person and then try and get into arguments with another person. Because that's just like, based upon trying to change the other person because you don't agree with them. I do that too. Again, that's why I'm saying that here. I'm sharing that here. And you can start, to think about that for yourself. About what you have learned, really who you are, in your life, which you have created, the relationships which you attract. We all do that. We all attract our relationships and things that happen to us. And there also is like with relationships, not just the good things we attract, especially the bad things, the difficult things, the difficult people which come into our life. They are there for a reason. They are our teacher, our greatest teacher. Actually, they are that mirror we can really learn to see ourselves. Because through others we like to look at, because we like them, because we like what we see. But we don't want to see what we don't want to see, and that is part of the problem for why we don't see. We can't see ourselves, because we only see what we want to see. Lots of people in this world. Everybody seeks something and everybody wants something. We all strive and struggle while the rich, the agenda of the rich, of the power elite, which we know they exist, the top bankers, the influential people of this world, the politicians. Some refer to him to be as the Illuminati, which is interesting because it actually means illuminated, enlightened. Because actually this is about control, and this is the old consciousness that we have existed under or in. Because this is what has controlled this world, this consciousness of the rich only wanting to get richer. And it was about, the old consciousness about controlling people and fear. It's fear-based, has nothing to do with love. Well, see, sheeple, people look for love. We all look for love and look for happiness. Like we have looked for the promised land. Because we were told that, in order to live here, we need to have money. We need to earn our keep. Earn our stay by the sweat of our brow, as it says in the Bible. Interestingly enough, and also we were cast out of paradise, which is really it's about our own birth. When we were born into this world, we were thrown out of paradise because we learned about the ways of this world. We learned about being submissive, as we learned about fear. As we learned about, and we were controlled. We were controlled. It was all about control, because that's the old consciousness was controlling people, controlling one another, striving to surviving, and Anyway, we came back where we started, which is the idea. Well, not only it's the idea, we all go back to where we came from. This experience is just this experience here on this world, in this lifetime. But life actually is eternal. The now is eternal. That experience of now, of really being present, and you really are alive. And we're back here, yes. It's funny how we really, there you go, some beatboxing, check a one, a two. Papa juice. Nobody moving, nobody even moving. See? Look at this. Unglaublich, keiner bewegt sich. Keiner. Lots of people here, the main thing is people buy things, people sell things. That's how it is with the market, which has actually really corrupted us, we human beings. We wanting to change this world, wanting to change things outside of us without really changing ourselves, and that's really the key here, Some people are still very much asleep. Actually, most people are very asleep because we just follow the routine. And we have become like these routine beings, we just do what we are. So it's really about who we have become versus who we really are. We're not against really, but really to uncovering that. Okay, first of all, what do I know? How have I been conditioned to think the way I do and feel the way I do, and I just do what I do and just seek for what I want? The program which we all follow. We think the same things over and over. We basically do the same things over and over. We respond or react in the same way to the same things. And we all look for something positive. We look for change. This is about something new. And this is about being new. As we are, learning, again, to show you that, the experience of the now. Which is actually very wow. As we continue to work, that looks good. Oh yeah, look at that.
The variables that occur every day
guck nur.
are variables like 5 days
Yeah, they're good, huh? There's some people trying to rush each other. They don't know because they're just trying to sell. It's like, how can I help you? You know how it is when you go to a store. People have no sense really. You know, and that's because the most important thing really so the point here, is to get back some of that. Well, to be sensible with each other, to sense how we can be with each other better. Pitiful. I guess I really had to come back to Germany to really understand, to value that, the importance of, again, the simplicity and the power of that really lives the party, which is really so natural to people in San Francisco, Anyway, it's a vibe thing, and it's just like, interesting to see that here. And through this, again, I see that about myself as I see that mirror, and what I see, what I observe, and that's how it is for all of us. What we see in others, what we see in the world, what we see when we look in the mirror, that's who we are. So because others represent that mirror, they hold up that mirror. And especially those people we don't like, because they remind us of something we don't want to see in ourselves, something we're not comfortable with, something we want to rather, I know how it is, I speak from experience, we rather want to push it away. But it always keeps coming up, it keeps on coming up and keeps on coming up. Until we really deal with it, until we learn from it, how we create things to be and what's happening to us in life. It's not just because bad things happen and difficult things happen to everyone and everybody focuses on what they want and everybody wants to be happy and love. And the problem is really, as I see it, we look for that. We only want what we want. That's what drives us. We're living for. We're living for the experience, and for happiness, and for success, and for money, and for love. Well, we live for that because we look for that. Let's just be honest. We look for good experiences. We all look for that. There's nothing really wrong with that per se, but again, the problem is, of course, because we all look for that, we can't really see. We can see ourselves, as we don't see others, as we only see other people in terms of how we want them to. While my guitar gently weeps. Okay. Here we got an issue. Oh boy. The only one here dancing, yeah? Like the only one. But it's really so funny that people are not dancing here. It's so curious, you know. We know it's very much San Francisco, very cool, lots of people here. Music playing, but nobody dancing, except the kids. And me, well, you know. It's Mickey Mouse, check it out. Mickey Mouse. There you go. That's a good one, yeah. It's actually... It's funny, yeah, we San Francisco. Oh, yeah. Yeah, welcome to the Now Show. It's more than just a show. It's really your own show, your own party that you yourself create. You know, you're the the main actor in the movie of your life, main star. You write your own script.